Hello, welcome to another tutorial video. Today we're going to be talking about the autofulfill feature. This is actually you could say a version 2. It's an update from the original autofulfill, and I've decided to reshoot the video because it's a slightly different layout and has more features. So first of all, just to make it clear, autofulfill allows you to, as long as you have a balance here, once orders come through, it will be your orders will be automatically pushed through to our backend system, and we pick back and dispatch. So it does away with you having to go to manage orders and each day select all, order selected, go to checkout and pay for the orders, or doing it individually one by one. So you won't, once you set up autofulfill, you won't need to do that. So in order to set up autofulfill, you head over to manage products and go to my products. All right, let's just select any product at random. Okay, this is how you should see it if you've connected your products. If you haven't done so, please check my previous video on how to, previous tutorial on how to connect your products. If it's not connected, it won't allow you to set up autofulfill. So for example, if I delete this, you can see it's disabled. So let's click on add and just connect that product back. Here we go, red without, there you go, connected. Right, now I'm going to have to set up autofulfill again. All you have to do is click on this pen icon, click on enable, and then select, you don't need to worry about this yet, we'll get into that shortly. This is only for reference, so by selecting the country, it will just show you what shipping methods are available for this particular product. As you can see, there aren't any shipping methods available. So let's just, let's choose Turkey as an example. Okay, so you've got 3 options here. Click on that. If you click on apply to all, it's going to allocate set Yemen dedicated line 15 to 30 days for all of these below. If you don't tick that, it's going to only select it for that line. So if I click on confirm, you can see it set it for Turkey, Yemen. So any orders for this SKU that come through, it will automatically send it to our backend system and tell us to use Yemen. If an order comes through for this SKU, then it's already set up for FZZXR Unit Express line. Whereas if I go in and click on apply to all, you can see it's changed everything. Click on submit. That's it, it's done. So as I said, as long as you have a balance here, then these will automatically be pushed to our system. Right. The feature that we have added and the additional flexibility is as follows. So we've added this pair source shipping, and what this does is pull the shipping services from the shipping zones you have in Shopify, and it allows you to map them to our shipping methods. So if I head over to here, you can see the 2 services that I personally added for the UK, free international 7 to 14 day and UK domestic 1 to 2 day business shipping, and that correlates to these 2. So it's pulled those through. Now, the reason why we've done this is to allow you to, as I said, map those services to our service. So let's say you set up UK domestic 1 to 2 day business shipping, and you would want to use a much faster or quicker service. So let's go to the United Kingdom to show us what services are available. There, as of right now, of course, there aren't any UK business 1 to 2 day business day shipping, but as an example, you would want to choose something that is the quickest possible. So let's say 5 to 9 days Unit Express. We'll go with that. Click on confirm, and that's now set up. Whereas let's say you wanted to offer a free option on your store at checkout, which is the free international 7 to 14 day business shipping. You're not going to want to select the more expensive option. You're instead going to want to select the cheapest option, which is this one for the UK. Still not bad, as you can see, but depending on the country, depending on the product, you may have one which is, I don't know, $5 and it's 15 to 30 days or whatever. But the point I'm making here is that it allows you and gives you the flexibility to choose which shipping method the customer chooses at checkout, and you can map it to any of our services when you go for Autofulfil. So that's the new feature, and there's also another very useful method and the reason why you would want to use this. But before we get onto that, I just want to explain this option here, permission to use alternative service. As default, it's enabled. So let's say you've set this all up, everything's fine. Let's cancel that. So you've set this up for this SKU. Any orders to the UK, not to the UK, sorry, any orders for that SKU is going to use BKZXR battery line Express. Now, if for any reason we cannot utilize this service to send an order, let's say for example an order comes through for a customer in Nigeria, this Express expedited line does not deliver to Nigeria, so it's impossible for us to use that service. And what this will do is, as the description suggests, it would allow us to automatically change it on the back end to the next best service. So if that does come through, we would switch it to, I don't know, maybe Yanwen or another line, and the difference in cost will be deducted from your billing. In your My Wallet billing, you would see either a deduction or a credit depending on the cost difference. If it's more expensive, there will be a debit. If it's cheaper, then you'll see a credit. If you turn that off, then your order would remain in all orders. It won't be processed until you actually go in and manually process the order. So it will just stay into order, and you would have to click on it or just go to order and then manually select the shipping method that you prefer. Right, the last thing is, let's go back to manage products, my products. Let's go back in here. Right, the other reason you would use or take advantage of this feature is if you had inventory in a 3PL in a particular country. So let's say you wanted to just ignore these ones at the bottom. We're only concentrating on one SKU. Let's say you're testing a product, you've done really well, it's selling like hotcakes, and the US is your best performing market. So you decided to utilize our overseas US fulfillment center for fast shipping. So 2 to 5 day shipping delivered to your customers from US to US. Or you may have your own 3PL warehouse and set up already organized, or you could be doing FBA. Anyway, regardless, you have this product in a US fulfillment center. So what you would want to do, what you would want to avoid, is having an issue where it's fulfilled in 2 locations accidentally. So you're not going to want us to fulfill this order from China because you have orders, you have inventory in the US. So whenever an order comes through from the US, you want your US 3PL to process. If it comes from any other country you want us to process, and it's exactly the same SKU. So the way you can separate that and set it up is via this feature, this option. So what you would do is only set up the China side. So you would ignore any shipping that you've set up for the domestic market. So this is a UK example, but if you set up for the US, you would say US domestic 2 to 5 day business day shipping. So we'll ignore that. We're only concerned about this because you want to set up our system to ship goods from China to worldwide, right? So if any customer selects this and they're from the US, it's going to ship from China. If they're anywhere else in the world, they're gonna select this as well. So this is how you set up, depending on if you wanted us to give us permission. You would toggle this on and off, and then let's just select the United. Well, it doesn't really matter here, to be honest, but let's just do that. And as default, maybe you wanted to select Express for reliability and value for money, and you would click on confirm, done. So any orders that come through which use this service will be ignored. They would remain in processing, so they would remain into order unless you go in and manually place the order. If you don't want to place them, you can just select them all and click on cancel selected, and they'll be moved over to cancel. All the other orders with the shipping line that we've set up for autofulfill will be automatically processed and will go into the processing section in processing and then shipped once we dispatch. So that's it. We're probably going to have more updates to the autofulfill feature. These are based on our feedback, client feedbacks and requests, as well as the options that we want to implement. But if you do have any suggestions or feedback, or would like any features implemented, please do go ahead and leave a comment down below, or contact us if you are an existing customer. I'll be more than happy to implement more features such as this to help you fully automate your dropshipping and e-commerce venture. So thank you very much once again for viewing this tutorial. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. We'll be releasing at least one video a week or fortnight. So see you next time.